Good evening, Glue Gurus. How y'all doing out there? It's Friday night live with me. This is right in the mill today. I acquired this from Daniel. He sent this to me. It came in this afternoon, probably around 2:30 or 3 o'clock, somewhere around there. And this is the M3 or M3A1 US Halftrack. It comes from Andy's hobby headquarters. And I'm not too certain the company makes it, but it's made in China. I guess he has some kind of a licensing from a company in China and his place of business. This is going to be my very first armor build I've ever done. The first one, like I said a few times before in my videos in the past I made, I think the first armor model I ever built was a patent tank by monogram. That was done more than 60 years ago. And also did the Weasel too by monogram. But I like armor. Armor is a change of pace. I've always liked half tracks, tanks, and tanker trucks and stuff like that. I was watching Andy Headquarters video on the build of this. It's still on my YouTube channel right now. I was watching a while ago. Seems to me it's going to be a very interesting build to do. There's a lot of pieces. It's big. It's 1/16 scale. I believe it was the same scale as my Henlong Sherman tank in my Bulldog tank. This is a static constructed assembly. No motors is allowed. It's made exactly specifically for static builders. And there's no means you can make it really control. And very interesting build. And we're going to start out on the construction of it. Before I start this thing, we're going to have a little fast inbox view of the kit with the screws and everything inside of it. And we're going to start building it. Okay, we got 5 watching now. We've got 3 watching. And we got Mr. Matt from all the way from Canada, Roots of Model Designs. And he said, wow, what a kit. And Daniel Britton has chimed in. He said, it's pretty big. I said, yes, sir, Daniel. Thank you very much, dear sir, for this kit. It's very big. And like I said, we're going to build this thing. And it came in today around 2:30, 3 o'clock or so. My grandson said, hey, Papa, I said, yeah, we got a big box right here for you. I was expecting it. And it came in. I took it out of the box and everything. And it's a big, very, very big kit, guys. It is. I thought it was a trumpeter kit. And I looked at it and it says Andy's Hobby Headquarters. And I imagine the company who makes this thing is, we'll see. I'll put here, lower right-hand corner. Tokum. TVcom or something like that. I don't know what it is, but at the other corner. This is a big kit. All kinds of screws. Has photo etch in it and decals. And yeah. So we're going to open up and take a look, see and find out what's in this big boy, and we're going to start building it. First, I'm going to pop out the box right here. Boy, this is a big kit. Daniel wouldn't fool him. Okay. In the beginning, I looked at a while ago. I took the instructions out, so I'm going to take the camera down, bring it down here so we can see. Can't see instructions out. Look at my big mug. And we're not going to. We got the instruction booklet right here. This booklet's magazine size. And they got some brass brass rope or something on here. I don't know, but we'll find out as we build this thing. And we're going to go ahead and open this thing up right now. I imagine the only way to get this kit is at Andy's hobby headquarters. I don't think they have it in hobby shops. So I imagine you got to order it exactly right from him to get this kit. I'm surmising. Like wire, bro. Come on, get out of there. Okay. Alrighty. First of all, you got instruction manual. Here we'll get into the instructions here. You got 2 sheets of decals. You got the normal roundels from the United States Army, as you can see right here. Part of the serial number and the stars and everything. That's decals sheet 1. Number 2 is pretty much the same thing. These go to your dashboard. Right here, the only clear parts got right here are your lights and stuff. And your windows. Right here, I'm not too certain what it is. It feels like some kind of wire rope. I don't have no idea, but I will find out as we build the kit and the instructions. In this baggie has some chain. It looks like a couple Carter keys in there. No. A couple steel pins in there. This is all the photo that you get right here. Do not have a clue what this is. To cover this armor stuff, guys, this is a learning process for me. This is a wonderful kit, big kit, and I'd like to thank Danny very much for sending this to me. And I promise him, I promise you guys, when it gets here, we're going to make nightly streams of this thing. But I will find out where this goes from. This has a lot of great importance in the construction. We'll get to this. Okay, put that in the box there. Restricted. This instruction manual is it feels like a magazine. Look at it, it's a very comprehensive instruction book. I imagine this kit was designed by Andy's hobby headquarters in conjunction with the company who makes this. And I've seen a lot of his stuff on YouTube, but I never bought anything from this man. But I don't know. I guess you get this from Andy only. You can't get it in hobby shops anywhere. Set my blues over there. Set my water over there. My coffee over here. Okay. There he is right there. There's a picture of old Andy. He has his endorsement right there. Forget. These are all your parts, that's your screws. All the contents comes in the kit. I imagine you can buy figures for this. Okay, as you flip through the pages, page 1, I guess. Step 1, the construction of the frame. So, and got the engine here too. I was watching the video while ago. Make perfect sense he built this thing. But once the engine's all done, you want to put it in last because you want to build this whole frame, have it primed, and have it painted. And I got some olive drab paint coming in. Only olive drab paint I've got right here. I'm not too certain if it's the right shade or not. This is by Hobbit, by Model Master. Olive drab, olive drab. 2 bottles of those. And you start out with the frame assembly. Once the frame's all done, prime it, paint it olive drab. Once it's all been painted, you go ahead and assemble the engine. Because you don't want to assemble the whole entire engine and put it inside the chassis. Because that'll be overspray, olive drab, so we're going to put it, like I say, put it in the last. I was watching this video a while ago. It makes perfect sense how he's doing it. That's about the way I would have done it. And the motor's painted all overall gray. You got the transmission parts probably black and stuff. As it is. It's all the engine parts. So this is right here is we got to be make sure this is all completed here, your frame. Then you go ahead and put this in last. The instructions are not confusing. They're pretty simple. The pictorial views, they're not garbled. They show you how it goes. So you can't go wrong. Just follow the instructions. Your radiator and your fan. With all the parts to your assembly to your frame. So what you got to do is make sure everything in this frame is glued together, glued on there. Once it's all done, then you go ahead and prime it and paint it. Then put your engine in. You got more parts. Make sure all this is done first before you've got that engine in here. Anything to do with the frame, anything. Even the sprockets, everything that goes to your bogies, goes to your tracks, they got to be primed and painted. The leaf springs here, the tracks. He said it's very easy to put the tracks on there. Just don't glue this on first. You pull up your driving gear, your driving gear back here. The drive's right here. Just pull out like that and the tread will come on. And your bogies. Oh boy, dang, you like to have fun with this thing. And here's all your assembly right here. And you start going on, there you go, that's how you drop the engine in there, son. Your tires, they come in 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 pieces. They go together like this, like it shows you here. Instructions are very clear. Here's your brake pedals and everything, clutch pedals. This your floor. Your doors right here. Here's your seats right here. They got to be painted khaki. Everything else is OD. That's all assembled on top of here, your main chassis. Imagine your windows are closable up or down. They don't function at all. They're selected whatever section you may choose, either open or close on your windows. When they're closed, just bring they twice down inside, one up and one up. So I'm going to leave one up and one down on the driver's side. Wow, I guess it comes with some guys. Here's your figures here. Wow, I was surprised. I thought they had to buy those separately. Comes with a kit. It's fantastic. Now this of a dinghy would be excellent on right now. If he had this in hand, he'd make it look like a real thing. He does. I've seen this man's work. Very, very impressive, to say the least. Then I'll send some sailors to my off of my Corvette I got going on over here. And you put them together, and you all together. You put them inside your half track, and let you listen. Here's your fenders and stuff. Goes over the top of your chassis. You're building your body as you go along. Man, I tell you, Armour is something else. I've never built Armour before. This whole different world for me. I've never built stuff like this before. I've had airplanes and ships all my life. I believe the monogram kit that I had before ain't nothing compared to this. Here's the back of your half track. Once it's all assembled, paint them all the jobs as well. Six steps so far. This all goes the back of your half track. There's your machine guns right here. Oh wow. And a lot of stuff, that was a lot of stuff. I don't have a crew along to take me to build this thing. We'll see how it goes along. Okay, we're nearly completing the step of the construction of this thing. Here's your ring right here where your machine gun goes. It goes around. It's right on top of the overview of your cab. Here's your jerry jugs right here. And here is the color call outs for us. Olive drab. Maybe a different shade of olive drab compared to this Model Master. I really don't know. Andy Hobby's headquarters. Get some different liveries for the decals to put on. Here's another scheme. Got camo on there. It's like olive drab with some kind of khaki on there. I'm gonna make mine all OD. I got personnel seats back there, I guess, where we all sit down back there. To me, this is a new experience. All your color call-outs. Can't go wrong. Just follow the instruction booklet. It's pretty much all there. There's more of it right here. And here's a flyer right here. Other products Andy makes. You got Tiger tanks, Sherman, the British tank destroyer. More figures right there. Here's your dashboard right here. Shows you the placement of the decals. That's it, guys. The instruction booklet. So altogether, there's how many steps to build this thing? There's 53 steps. So there's a lot of parts there. I mean, a lot. This screw here consists of tracks. It looks like there's a window frame assembly that goes on, the front end assembly goes on to the driver's compartment. Those tracks are kind of, they're rubber. They're rubber. Wonderful. And I'm thinking those little pins that came in there, there's two of them, they pin together. Imagine you take a track, you put them together, another pin through there, it locks them in there. That's what they're there for. That's screw number one. Screw two consists of, this is probably all your chassis stuff. They're crisp, very excellent. This kit is excellent. Here's your steering wheel right here. Here's your shovel, towing hooks. Here's your light grills right here. Here's your axe. Here's linkage or something. We'll get that as we go. I'll actually know more about this Halftrack than I do now once I start building this thing. As soon as I finish the screws, I get to the chat board here. These are your machine guns. This is the same scale as my Henglong Sherman tank and also my Bulldog Walker tank. Man, wonderful. Thank you, Daniel. God bless you, buddy. Thank you, dear sir. And right here is your, that's your back compartment on your Halftrack. Here's your fenders right here. Here's your floorboard. And that's where your seat's been at. Man. This thing's crying out for washers and weathering. We'll get to that as I build this thing. Ho, ho, ho. There goes Big Joe. This brew contains Big Joe. Here's your figure they give you the kit. So that's like a bonus to me. I figured I had to buy these things separately, but I was wrong. Got his face, got the stew pot, his legs, his back, shoes. That's the soles of the shoes. Feet. Man, Dean would have a blast with this. If he had this thing, it'd be magic. Right here is probably more exterior parts to the body itself. Very detailed too. Like I say, this thing was crying for washers. This is all your chassis stuff right here. Oh wow. Here's an 8 plane right here. So we'll probably start out building this right here. Yeah. This thing is very, very detailed, guys. It's out of this world. Here's your ring for your machine gun. There's no exterior. This goes to your frame. Know that. That's all Andy built it, and that part goes to the frame. So it'll probably be about, man, top of the world, Ma, top of the world. Here's your side of your body right here. Your door, how you get inside there. Exterior views. How about excited to build this thing as my ladder chief, my AMT fire truck that I have. I was pretty proud of myself, that fire truck. A lot of people never seen me build a car before. When I see me build that ladder sheet, they said, well, Frank, you know how to build that too. I said, well, ain't nothing I can't build, but it's something new to me. This is all your engine parts. Your engine's painted gray. Your fan's black, and your radiator's black. These are all your engine parts, so you're all one screw, which is nice. When you bounce one screw to the other, they make an engine. So a lot of sub-assemblies can be done here. I'll pop the engine latch once the chassis is all been painted and everything. You get 2 fans. It's optional. Heater hoses, air coolers, manifolds, top of your heads, starters, fan belt, generator, alternator, I mean. Man, they got this kit don't have. There we go. More armor. Got your M1s right there. Here's your seats right here. They're painted khaki. Here's another machine gun right here, probably 50 caliber. Here's your mounts for your machine guns. Wow. Same screws, the other one. Duplicate screws. They got 2 screws, the same thing. Here's more M1s. Here's all your seats. These go back to the compartment back in the rear of the half track where they sit down at. These go inside. The M1s. And then the caliber machine gun right there. Here's your pumpkin back here, your back end. Here's all your chassis stuff. That goes to your transmission. Here's your drive shaft. Oh, wow. Man. Half track can't move without wheels. So in this screw package, you got two screws inside this plastic envelope. Here's your tires. These are all your bogey wheels. These are your idling gears. Your drivetrain to your treads. Here's release springs right here. Oh, wow. Man. Lastly, enough. You got 2 screws in here too, identical. You get jerry jugs in there. More interior stuff inside of it goes into. Yeah. God. Ain't nothing this thing don't have. Here's the baggie by itself. Here's all your idling gears, drive gears to your treads back here. This thing is packaged perfectly. Beautiful. Okay, we'll get this back in the box here, and we'll get the get back to the chessboard and see what's on there. Well, that chessboard is full. Daniel says this big. Start with this here, and let's go down here. Okay. Five watches and 9 thumbs up. On the chat board, we have we got Matt, and we have Mr. Daniel Britton is with us. Not buying it. 6053 is with us. Raymond's with us, and Daniel says, "I thought Taken was the Korean company." I don't know, Daniel. I'm dumb and dumber when it comes to that, sir. All it says in the lower right-hand corner right there says Taken, wherever it is. I mentioned they're licensed to Andy's Hobby headquarters. Raymond says, "Hello, everybody. Hello back to you, buddy. Welcome to Friday Night Live. We're going to have a good show tonight." Not buying it says, "Wow." And Matt Lucid Model Design says, "This will be a long build. That's for sure." Oh, yeah, no doubt. Without a shadow, that'll be a long, long build. And Daniel says, "I'm sending you more olive drab. I knew it would use all you had." Probably will. Boy, I appreciate that, Daniel. And Raymond says, "A lot of kit might keep you busy." Oh, heck yes. I'll keep you busy. I got my tanks behind me back there. I got my Hemlong tank. I got my Macava tank, and I got my my patent tank, M60 tank back there. And they're all ready controlled right there. And I got another Henglong tank and a Walker tank. It's found right behind them, underneath my Hellcat back there is that. And I got the another Sherman tank I have. That's my IMEX. But my baby right there is my Sherman tank by Henglong. Now I've been working on that duck. I've been primed and painted with iodized aluminum. I did some research on this thing. There actually were iodized aluminum on there, and some had a very light gray on it. But this is going to be iodized aluminum like it is. I spent about 3 hours painting this thing today. And I'm going to go ahead and use those cut out torso figures. Like Daniel says, he messaged me, so people ain't going to see him anyway. So I'm going to pop them in there, paint them up and everything. There we go. Holy moly. Danny Britton says there is a 1/32 scale rub and duck. It costs $500. That thing must be made out of gold. 500 bucks. Good grief. That's a lot of money for definitely is a multimedia cat. 1/32 scale. Rub and duck. Man. I wouldn't mind building one of those 1/32 scale. Like I ain't got the money to buy something like that. But I'm pretty happy with Daniel sent me. Very grateful. That was rub and duck. I got 1/48 scale. Or 150. Wow, 500 bucks. That's what I'm saying, guys. These manufacturers making all these money are getting greedy. And I know we'll buy them. But like I say, ain't nothing what a credit card can do. A credit card can do anything. As long as you got the money, that credit card could be magic for you. But like I said, a lot of people are going to 3D now because of the cost of plastic. A lot of people are going to paper because of the cost of plastic. They're just getting up there because they know we'll buy them. They know that. $500. Jeez, Lord. I wonder who makes that. Lithograph. I haven't heard of them before. And the price is $451.64 plus shipping. Jeez. Imagine 1/32. Well, the duck wasn't a very big airplane. It was a little bigger than the gun and barrel. Imagine 1/32 scale plane has a wingspan about like this. 10 to 11 inch wingspan, maybe. That much money, it better done. I hope it's a gimmick model, like wheels that fold up and everything else. Or something that'll do work. Man, look at that. I've heard of them before. They are a pricey company. There's so much out there. I don't know. I haven't been in touch with the hobby industry in 2 years since I've been in this room here. Like I say, I don't get out or loot up. I'm here all the time. And I'm learning more what's out there for you fellas than I know by accident. We're going to a hobby shop and getting supplies. All I can say, I'm very grateful to Daniel. I'm very grateful to all you fellas for your wonderful support. You're supporting me, and I'm not used to this support. Really not. But guys, I really appreciate this. Because one day this month I'm getting my stuff out of storage, and like I say, I'll catalog everything I have. I'll take my camcorder, go up my trailer back there, and we'll have a visual inspection of what you got. If anything interests you guys, let me know. I'll send it to you. I know I got to take care of Matt. I can't do that until I get my stuff out of storage because I got all kinds of B-17 leftover parts from my Memphis Bell, 1/32 scale Hong Kong model Memphis Bell. I got E parts and everything that he wants, and so it's all his, plus the bombs and decals, everything else. Everything I kicked, I sent to him. And anything you guys want to need, it's yours. Without no question about it. I don't care if it costs $1 million. Money means nothing to me. It does, but you can't take it with you once you're dead. But you should make somebody happy, and that's my goal. You guys are making me happy, you really are. Because Halftrack will keep me busy for a long time. I mean, a long time. Oh, Matt says, still waiting for a 124 scale B52. He says, just kidding. Can you imagine how big that thing would be, a 124 scale? The 172nd scale B52 has wingspan almost 3 feet. So you're probably looking at a model with a 124 of 8-9 foot wingspan. We're going to put something big like that. God, good God. Tony, how you doing, Tony? We got Tony Coy, he's with us. Good to see you again, but I was worried about you, concerned about you. Are you feeling okay? Everything all right with you, buddy? I said my prayers last night for Bruce Kerr for fast recovery so we get back to the model bench and get the models out. I had no idea that that diabetes kicked in on his foot. Thank God he didn't have to operate on it and take his foot off. Man, I tell you, my dad went through that. It was horrible. You lose part of yourself, man. You're not there anymore. South Faces Coffee will get started on his half track. So I was going to wait for that olive jab that Daniel was going to send me before I paint it, but I can build it. As far as I can do on a kit is build it, and prime it, and get it ready to paint. When that olive jab comes in, I'll have a live stream on that. That's good. I'm very happy for you, Tony. I do save up prayers for you and a lot of my friends out there, everybody. Keep you guys healthy and keep you with us because this is our community. And you guys, like I said, I'll repeat it 1,000 times. You guys are family to me, no doubt. We've all been chewing plastic for years. I've been on YouTube now for what, 13, 14 years now. Still ticking. And I'm 81 years old. I should live so long. And like I say, these models keep me young. They do. I mean, you guys keep me young. These models keep me young. And all your support to me is heartwarming. Very wonderful. My son-in-law's gone now. My daughter's gone. I don't know where they're at. I hope they bring me something. I'm getting a little hungry right now. I'm probably eating about those jelly sandwiches. Yeah, this is a good kit. We're going to build this. Can we build this? Yes, we can. We're going to build it. I've always liked Armour. When I was a kid, I used to collect little dinky toys. They come from England. They're very expensive back in those days. Very expensive. A dinky toy of a tank back in the late 1940s, early 1950s, be around $5 to $6 they cost. Very expensive. Very, very expensive. You got to realize back in those days how much groceries you could buy for $5 and how much what you could buy on that. You could buy almost a used car for $10 back in those days. That shows you how expensive those things were. My Aunt Edie, Uncle Doug, they were missionaries. They always went to England all the time. They always brought me back dinky toys. They brought me a dinky toy of the Avro York, which was about this big. It was made out of white metal. It was very detailed. I still got that in my collection. It came in yellow boxes. Very nice. Okay, thank you, Daniel. Thank you, sir. Daniel says UPS claims the PBY is showing up on the 10th. So what's the date today? The 5th? 6th? Check my phone. The 7th. We got 3 days. Tony says, the world is upside down. I'm doing ships and Frankie's doing armor. Daniel says, Lucky Strike cigarettes change their logo. As green as the USA needed all the available, make all the drab. Yep. Lucky Strike cigarettes. My mother used to smoke Pall Mall Reds, Raleigh's cigarettes, Pall Mall Reds, and Lucky Strikes. Really small packs like that. LSM, Lucky Strikes mean fine tobacco. Yep. And my wife, my first wife, Brenda, my daughter's mother, she smoked Chesterfield cigarettes. Oh, wow. I guess there's certain products in Canada that are barred, that USA goods can't get there. I had a guy that his name was Daniel. Not Daniel, but David. He sent me the Norse Love. That was the building boats block ship, the big old huge tall ship of the Norse Love. They came from Canada, and he says I gave him a money order, U.S. money order for $300. He had a hell of a time trying to exchange that $300 into Canadian money. So I don't know what to do. So you have to go to U.S. Customs to get that changed over. That's probably what he did. But I gave him a money order for $300 for the kid. And so I guess money orders are kind of, they don't take money orders either. Let's do it. Customs have the money changed over. Oh, wow. Okay. Yep. We got 7 watching, 11 thumbs up. It's getting cold here. I'll be back in a couple minutes, fellas. I'm going to use the restroom. We'll get back. I've been drinking coffee all day long. Good boy. Man, my kidneys are up the top. Okay, boys. Britain says Chesterfield cigarettes were the least favored brand among the GIs. Yes, they were. I close that door. I think bugs are coming in here. It's been raining all day today. There's something wrong. Okay, here I am. All righty, gang. Okay, we're going to get started on this thing right now, fellas. The construction will commence right now. Okay. Okay, guys, we'll start out. Step one, in the beginning, parts of the chassis. Case screw. Screw S. L and J. I'm marking these things, so I know where it's at. Okay, these parts. H. some other parts right there. J. Okay. Engine parts. See that screw? Ooh, buzzing over here. Nope, nothing wrong. I got all these screws prepared, guys, so I know where everything's at. J. Screw cutters over here. Parts. Oh wow. Tony says, I'll be back. Computer is crashing. Oh Lord. We'll still be here, Tony. Daniel says, yellow and black creates shades of olive green. Yes, it does. Yes, it does. J11, J23. Okay, here we go, boys. We'll make all these parts out. All these subfloor parts out. J12. All the J parts here, everyone. J29, J30. J29, J30. J parts here to use. J. And the L parts right there. And the L springs here. L's and J. Okay. Okay, begin. Usually. Dang it. Yeah. Let's see here. Here we go. It's not getting dry. J12 here. Got here, she's here. Here. What we know is our QL11s. L1s. Those halftracks are neat when I get done with this thing. Well, tomorrow's Saturday. What's week flying like flying? It's gonna be a long build, fellas. So like I say, we'll have live stream every day this thing. This thing's got me amused and enthused. I'll get done with this bad boy. It's gonna be my pride and joy. Dry. Yeah. Let's check off on that. L's and J's. J2828. J62. Okay. Which is a bracket. J27. Okay. 16. Okay, the L's. L15. 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 Yeah. Boy, have some fun building this thing. Watch this bad boy grow. So far, instructions are not confusing. It's pretty good. Can't go wrong. Just follow the instructions, you know. Those parts there. So there's about 770 parts here, guys, to make this thing up. That's what makes the model, I guess. Clean up these parts here. Clean up the little nippets of flash on here, so parts fit good. This will be a time-consuming build, guys. Ain't gonna be no quick race this bad boy, I tell you that. So it's down here. Check them out to go on, fellas. We don't get confused a lot. I'll check the chat board now. See what's shaking. I've been on the chat board for the past 20 minutes. I had a good time, guys. I'm really enjoying myself. I really am. Okay, I see. Wow, a lot of stuff going down here. And Brett says classic airframes makes a true 148 scale Grumman duck. Yeah, I've seen that kit before. I almost bought it. There's another company that makes the duck. Some claim that the Glencoe ITC molds are from our 154 scale. It may be. I really don't know. All I know back in the 1950s, guys, they're called box scales. Box scales were not kosher scales compared to what they are today. And Raven said it won't come to the point where it's too much. Raven says I quit buying. I have plenty. I would love to 1/32 scale Catalina in plastic. MPH is worth the money. Yeah. I never knew they made a 1/32 scale Catalina. But that's about the size of the Liberator. Wingspan's about the same size. Dan Britton says it's ridiculous prices, even plastic. It's up now because of all prices have does affects the kits made years ago. But their prices are up with current issues. Yeah, they are. Called greedy issues. Daniel Britton says to me, Frankie is about to do a 148 scale PBY in the near future. Yes, I am. Yes, I am. Dan Britton says, I love big, but don't love me. Guys, I'm from school of go big or go home. And I always like big stuff. I gotta probably make 2 trips to Ohio to get my stash out. First trip would be a 24-foot truck to get my stash out of there. Then I have another one. I have to have 2 cars pulling 2 boat trailers. I got two 15-foot model ships. I got the USS Missouri. She's about 15 feet long. And I've got the Fury class destroyer, the USS William C. Law. She's 15 feet long. I mean, one has scales. I built those probably about 57 years ago, all radio control. I also got my Japanese Akuba class destroyer that was used in a movie called Tora. She's radio control. It was I bought that at 21st Century Studios at Wilshire Boulevard in California. Right after they made the movie Tora, they auctioned off all those props. One guy brought the Oklahoma, one guy bought the Nagano. I think he paid about 20 grand for the Nagano. I paid 5,000 for my destroyer. And that's going to be coming this way too. Like I say, guys, I'm going to start getting you guys your addresses like that. If my health starts getting bad, I know I can't take it with it. Pretty soon you guys will be inheriting a lot of my things. Because I know they'll go to a new home. And I know you guys are younger than me. You guys appreciate it. Okay, next is inside the next. Site instructors told me how to build it. I got them all checked off right here. All checked off. On this step right here. There's a logo up here. I'm going to find out what that logo means. Wow. Andy says, the picture I showed you in the instructions right here, the text says, hi everyone, it's Andy from Andy's headquarters. Perhaps you're familiar with my YouTube channel. I've been a customer of my retail online stores. I have no idea who I are stores or have no idea who I am. In case I am very excited to share this kit with you. When I made the decision to reduce my previous kit, the M3A1 ACAV, it made a perfect sense that I would circle back to World War II with its predecessor, M3 Halftrack, first down carrier. It was extensively reduced. There are about 15,000 standard units, more than 38,000 variants. It's used most of the Allies during the war. Adapted variety of uses such as self-propelled anti-aircraft weapon, self-propelled artillery. Besides all that stuff, the Jeep was one of my personal favorites. It's always I'm grateful for the team and the subject matters, excellent engineers, artists at Takum. That's the guy who made this thing. All of whom were instrumental to the success of my brand. I am proud of the products we have purchased together and pleased to introduce the newest member of my lifestyle region, Andy's HO 1/16 scale M3A1 Halftrack. Thank you very much for your purchase. I hope you enjoyed this incredible kit. Now let's get started. I am Andy. Started as of now. Okay, check one more thing in the chat. See if they popped up. And Daniel says there are a few stages out there of modeling ability at its peak performance. I'm still swooning over your Wildcat. Thank you, Daniel. Thank you. I got it right in front of me over here, arm's reach. I love my little Wiley Wildcat. Came out pretty good. That's why I see these guys appreciate these things. And they cover up their pre-shade, especially do that modding pre-shade, which looks pretty neat. It looks very effective. But it's obscured with being overpainted. To me, that's just a waste of time. I just doodle it with an airbrush. Me, I like to preserve my pre-shade. Gives it substance, gives it wear and tear. I love this little Wildcat. Makes me smile. My phone's going ding, ding, ding. No dinging on it now. What ding is that? Maybe in my ear. We'll find out. Okay. Like this through there. That's a little location like that. Can't go wrong. That's what Jake parts. Yeah, it's coming on pretty good, guys. Got that assembly done. To the side so I won't get bothered. That's my son-in-law. Wonderful, wonderful, wonderful. I feel happy. Yeah, this kit came in today about 2:30, 3 o'clock today, guys. Daniel was getting kind of concerned. I don't blame him. A model like this costs some money. You know, and the mail always. See, I live out in the country, fellas. The city is about 15 miles away from me. And things run in the city, the mail always run just like that. Real quick, constant, real fast. When you live out in the country, unsold hill jacks and live out in the goddamn woods and stuff like that. They get us later. But it does get here. It does. So Daniel commented on my Wildcat and says, I'm getting a little concerned about that half track. And I said, yeah, me too, you know. Like I told him, probably the end of the day, you know, which it did. It came in about 2:30, 3 o'clock. My grandson came with me and said, hey, Papa, we got a big box for you. Thank you, son. Thank you very much. I'm respectful. So here it is. And here I am building the thing. I'm having a blast. Yeah. I'm having a good time here. Okay, where was I? Back to J parts. J5, 4, and 3. I see it right in front of my face right there. They're like a bunch of snakes ready to bite me. I found these parts to put a bit me. 4. I like to thank Daniel. I can't thank Daniel enough for this stuff. I really can't. I'm running out of thank yous. All these small little sub-assemblies go slow, but once it's all put together, it fits together entirely once you start getting the plane going. And all these parts go to the plane. 5, 4, and 3. And that's how I seen it a while ago. It's right here. I have fun weathering this thing up. I'm just like using various shades of olive drab on it and no light. I'm going to get on my tanks. I didn't weather up my Hing Long tank. I left it like it is. The bogies and the idling gears, treads are all dirty. I like them that way because they're like they get weathered naturally. It's like real ones. All right, here we go. Okay. L's and J's here. So I tape off over here. Over here. It is. It is. It's a neatly packaged too. It really is. Okay. Now let's see. The muffler and the exhaust pipe. They had a ladder sheet by AMT. I had one time building that thing. Firehouse Friday. Every Friday I had a video on that thing. Real live fire engines in the background for sound effects. Gate 17. Muffler. It was a sweet kid, buddy. Yeah. Okay, we completed step one. All we've done here. Go to the next. Fantastic. Now we've got the next stuff. Yeah. We put the main chassis. So small. Okay, let's see here. Let's see. Let's see. Let's see. Yeah. Okay. Open phone. Okay. Okay. J18 works. take a break for a minute. Bell house. Okay. Come on, Phil. It's really going to take time to build that casting, you know. Like I say, ain't going to put loose this kid. I'll tell you that. Okay, I'll check out the catwalk. What's going on? Go down there for a few minutes. Let's see. Daniel says, I have sentimental attachment to Andy and his rise in business. I bought it in the Jeeps to support Andy's effort. He's financed Hookham to create the big hits. That's good. That's part of the modern community, you know, a lot of inspiration there. This is an excellent kit right here, you know. I'm just trying to get into the groove of building a Armour, you know. I never built Armour before out of the Pat Tank and the Weasel. Both kits are elementary. And Daniel said during the pandemic time, Andy was just a hobby shop owner in Arizona. His success is staggering. And Daniel Britton says, I envy those who create decals. That's wonderful. And Raymond says, have a great night. Okay, Raymond, take care of yourself. Thank you, dear sir, for tuning in. I'm going to stay on here another 20 more minutes and knock off for the night. We're going to have more fun tomorrow on this thing. So far, I'm having a blast building this thing. And I can't thank Daniel enough for this wonderful kit he sent me. This is my first Andy's headquarters kits I've ever built. So after this video, we're going to go back to Andy's headquarters and follow up on the half-track build, which will help me build this up one better. I'm not struggling at all. I'm doing pretty good on this thing. I'm going along with the decals and how it fits. You just got to understand the nature of the assembly. Well, a little break here. 86. Here. That's nice. That's good. Shoot some primer, OD it and everything. The bell housing, you want them out for longer. That's how the joint plays in there. We got these other pieces on the outside there. Yeah, yeah. That wasn't too difficult. It was tricky, but you just got to understand how this thing goes together. Back first, and the front. And no dinghy tonight, like me and my buddies had. No chuck either. But I like the other now. Get it, guys. It's plain together. Chip and a half right there. We'll get the engine together. That'd be for tomorrow. It's dry. Here's my carburetor parts for the engine. And the rest goes back in the box that belongs. Man, this thing is a beast. Big. Well, a lot of parts of this one, guys. Like I say, ain't gonna be no foot race in this bad boy. Like Bill Clean hair tonic. Hair lotion, they call it. A little dab of do ya. workspace up. I got the chassis all together. I got external parts screwed on the side here with brackets to go to the body. Now go ahead and prime this. That's prepared to paint all the drab and work on the motor tomorrow night. Okay, everybody, I think I had a lick. But Daniel's hit a good stopping point. This is going on any further. Took about 2.5 hours, 3 hours to do that part right there. So, like I say, it's slow. And, getting the feel of it is going to be different. You know, it should be no problem. The instructions are very, very well produced. I mean, they're not confusing like Dragon and like Chopper and the rest of them. All these dots and arrows stuff. All they got to show you a good picture of the part that you're handling. It shows you the location where it goes. You can't go wrong. Okay, I'm going to sail out of here. So tomorrow we're going to have. I've been working on my B-17C today. I'm working on propellers because that came with resin propellers. They give you a jig. You got to set your props on, the prop nub. So I got 2 propellers done. I got 1 more propeller to complete. Have it painted, installed, put the decal on, the name of the decals, done. Definitely tomorrow we'll have the final reveal for B-17C fun purpose. Please don't miss that. And we have the continuation of the half-track build. It's going to be my build from now on until I get to the point where I can let it cool jets for a while. Go on to something else. I'll be working on my duck right here. Got pretty well painted up. Excellent paint job on it. I like it. Oxidized aluminum. That's how they work. Not a bad kit for an old turgid punch bowl. I like it. Thank you, Daniel. We got that B-25 back there going too, so I got a lot of stuff coming your way, guys. I got all my, slowly but surely, I'm getting all my supplies. I can start knocking these models out. And, like I said, you know, without no supplies, I can't get nothing done, so I got to jump on something else to keep going. But I'll work on these things every day, guys, religiously. Every day, not one day gone by, I'm not working on these models. So I got a lot of good stuff here that Daniel sent me. I got the PBY cabin coming in. It should be in by the 10th, like Daniel said. That's only about 3 days away. And when it gets here, we'll have a build on that. And probably be nice if the fly boat get finished with that one. It'll be a good companionship. So, almost 70 years later compared to that Lore one I did. Like I say, this modern PBY is the king of PBYs. They got other ones out there I haven't got, you know. But, yeah, so much interest coming up right now. I'd like to start building again. Get that PBY going. We got this half-track going good. So this is going to be my first Armour Build I've ever did my whole life. Outside that patent tank and the weasel I did. Those kids were simple. Child 4 or 5 years old to build one of those, no problem. This wasn't designed for the faint-hearted or a child. Built for somebody that's got some modeling experience. They can read instructions and get a good feeling how it goes. So I'm getting the feel of it. And once I get the feel of it, it'll be like child's play. Okay, tomorrow we'll have a continuation of the half track, and we'll get the motors done on it and go onward. Do some priming. Just keep going to a stopping point and call it a video and come next video again. And while it's drying, I'll probably be making live action videos of me on the string, working on drum and duck, and also B25. And we got EY coming up. We'll bring that out of the woods. Get that going. So I got a lot of stuff going, guys. I'm getting really excited. My mojo is starting to pop up to the top. Okay, I'd like to thank all of my new old subscribers for subscribing to my channel and your wonderful candor, views, and comments. I'm deeply honored and warm. And a special thank you to Daniel Britt for sending me the Snapchat, the Drum and Duck, and Mitchell, and the DBY. I'm very enlightened, and thank you. Daniel says, consider it from everybody. And I'll buy that. Thank you, everybody, for your wonderful support. Because old Frankie Day don't get around too much. And, I'm in this room. And, like I say, one day this month, I'll get my stuff out. When I do, anything you guys need, hey, Frank, you got a B29? Oh, yeah, I got one. I got 3 or 4 of them. 1/72 scale. I got the Aurora box, the old box scale Aurora one. I got the Monogram one. I got the little Rebel one. I got the Airfix one. Academy one. Whatever you need, I'll just send it your way. Hey, Frank, you got a B58 Hustler 148 scale? Yes, I got 3. You need one? Yep, I'll send it to you. Whatever you guys need, you guys take care of me, I take care of you. Make mama happy, take care of the little ones, stay focused when you drive, and please be aware of the surroundings. When you leave your home, please carry some kind of protection. You take care of yourself, your family, and keep your children in view. We go out and watch your children, watch your family, watch yourselves. Watch your step. May God bless, love everybody, and we'll see you tomorrow night for Saturday Night Live, back on the half track. This Frankie Day Models signing off. I thank you very much, guys, and God bless everybody. We'll see you tomorrow on special prayers with Dr. Mr. Bruce here. This is model from the garage. He'll come back home right now. We'll pass me company, so we'll be back on mom and bench. And also, golf old Tony. His health will keep going. He beat cancer already. Prayers always help, guys. It really does. It really does. Okay, I'm out of here. See you guys tomorrow, and God bless everybody. And thank you. I love you, fellas.